since I haven't really been reading a lot recently, I'm just getting back into reading after over a month of not reading. I didn't really have an idea of new books that are being released or new books that have been announced for 2018, so I've been watching some other people's anticipated 2018 releases and went through Goodreads, and I've made a list of my most anticipated 2018 releases. My list is going to be very short because I've condensed it to books that I, to 99%, will probably buy and read. Hopefully read. I do plan on buying them. So yeah, I have 7 books to talk about. Starting off with Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shauna McGuire. This comes out January 9th. So pretty soon. I was lucky enough to receive an ARC from the publisher. I have not read this yet, but I do plan on reading it hopefully before it releases so I can film a review and upload it on its release day. This is the 3rd book in the Wayward Children series, which is a companion series, so every book features a different main character and it takes place during different times as well. In this book we follow Rini, who got lost in the world of confection, and she lands at Eleanor West's Home for Wayward Children. That is such a tongue twister. I'm really excited to read this. I've heard some pretty good reviews so far. The next book I'm really excited for is Let's Talk About Love by Claire Khan. This releases January 23rd, and the reason I'm so excited for this book is because it features a biromantic, asexual main character. I'm just very excited to read a main character that identifies like that. If I remember correctly, I think the main character's girlfriend broke up with her because she just came out as asexual. So I'm just very excited to see what's gonna happen in this story. The next book I'm looking forward to is by one of my favorite authors ever, and it is Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. She also wrote Night Owls and Alex Approximately, which are some of my favorite books ever. And Starry Eyes is about Zori and Lennon, who used to date, then they broke up, so they kind of hate each other, and they go to this summer camp, I think, or some kind of camp, and they get stranded in the wilderness and they have to find their way back. It's Jen Bennett. I love, love, love Jen Bennett's writing and the way she makes her characters interact. It's always so much fun, and it releases April 3rd. The next book on my list is Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli, and this is a kind of sequel to Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which is such a wonderful book, and I'm so excited for the movie, and I am very excited for this book as well. I'm not quite sure what the premise or plot of this book is, or the focus of Leah's story. I do know that she comes out as bisexual in this book, which is just wonderful. And Leah is a fat girl, which is also represented on the cover, and I'm so happy that so many people in the community get to see themselves in Leah, and I love Becky Albertalli. I loved Simon Versus, and I loved The Upside of Unrequited, and I'm so excited for this book, and it releases April 24th. Next we have Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake. I read How to Make a Wish by Ashley Herring Blake this year, and it's become one of my favorite books ever, so I'm really excited for this book. This book deals with a pretty heavy topic. We follow Mara as she has to deal with her twin brother Owen being accused of sexual assault. Despite it being such a heavy topic, I'm really looking forward to reading this, also because the main character, Mara, is bisexual, and I believe her love interest is non-binary, so yeah, I'm just really excited for this book, and it releases May 15th. A book I can't really say a lot about because there's no blurb yet is Vengeful by Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab in this case. This is the long-awaited sequel to her adult novel Vicious, which is one of my all-time favorite books. Loved it so much, so I'm really excited for the sequel. It releases September 25th. There's no cover, there's no blurb yet, but either way I am really, really excited for this book. And the last book I have to talk about doesn't have a cover, doesn't have a specific release date except for 2018. The book is Summer Bird Blue by Ekimi Dawn Bauman. A few months ago I read her debut novel Starfish, and it's become another absolute favorite book of mine. I love that so much, so again, I am very, very excited for this book. In Summer Bird Blue, we follow Rumi, who likes to write music, especially with her younger sister, but then she has to deal with her younger sister dying in an accident. I was already pretty excited for this book, but then Ekimi Dawn Bauman made a tweet about the rep in this book. I just found it, and it actually also said that this book releases in the fall of 2018, so there's somewhat of a release date. And our main character is multiracial, and it is an ace own voices book, so asexual, maybe aromantic, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, an own voices book, which is always amazing. So those were my most anticipated book releases for 2018. I would love to know which books you are excited for that are releasing in 2018. Feel free to message me on Twitter to talk about books or comment down below. That was it for this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!